Welcome everybody to Ultimate Wrestling. It's August 4th, 2007, and you see Red, the Enforcer Anderson, accompanied by his ring attendant, Lacey Rose, coming down to talk with Beast Mighty Brian Reese. Apparently Red, the Enforcer Anderson, is not too happy. Just last month, he won a championship, he lost a championship opportunity against Corey, the Little Shooter Jackson. Red says that special guest referee Bobby Dowell had a fast count, and that's what cost him that heavyweight championship. A heavyweight championship that Red the Enforcer Anderson has never held. I'm Michael Wood, your announcer. Let's go ahead and listen in to what Red the Enforcer Anderson has to say.
As commissioner of Ultimate Wrestling last month, Bobby Dowell is the one that cost me the title.
Possibly coming back, yes it is, Alexander Hurst III coming back from a coma, a darn near broken neck and major contusions of the brain. Alexander Hurst III making a comeback and coming to ringside. He got hit in the external occipital protuberance and he's back. And what is that? He throws something to ringside. That's got to be part of the surprise. Alexander Hurst. Let's hear what Bobby Dowell has to tell us about this surprise. Well, I don't think it's Damian Red, but he definitely does not want to take any chances with this thing. Red the Enforcer Anderson having flashbacks to his past. Let's see if it is. It very well could be. It's the dress, ladies and gentlemen, the dress that he had to wear for a year after losing a match to Jerry Reiner, Mr. Electricity, and the crowd is loving it.
is a dress match. You challenge me, I'm sorry, man, I'm retired. But I kind of thought that might happen, so I drum up something, and I have another surprise for you tonight. So if you want a match, you just say the word yes, and I've got somebody from our past to go up against you tonight.
I don't think Red wants to wear that dress. He's not so sure he's going to take Bobby's option.
Come on, you don't know how far up it is. You know, don't you know by now that every road leads to Bobby Orr? If you can have a shot at me, is that what you're saying? One more time. You know what? One more time. I will take why don't you come up and little Gucci over here, smart? And I'll tell you what, next month you got it. If you beat, you all bring out tonight, it's a deal. You would.
Surprise tonight, and also in the future, Red the Enforcer Anderson may have to wear that dress again. Stay tuned, folks. It's just the beginning of Ultimate Wrestling.